Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, if you've never watched any of these videos, when I say live, what I mean is that this is not a situation where I've already recorded everything and now I'm doing a voiceover or some sort of post commentary. Nothing like that. You are seeing myself see the information for the very first time. So if you want raw thoughts, raw emotions, you will get that here. If you want a nicely edited video, nicely scripted video, you will not get that here. But if you want just a nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader, how day trading can play out, then you will get that here. And the market's actually just opened up. So I'm watching Tesla right there. And right now, kind of just pulling straight down. So not much I can do with that right now. But yeah, that's how it's set up. So just going to look around the markets here. And wow, Tesla just keeps on going, huh? So I'm thinking actually potentially a long-sided trade here on Tesla. I'm going to get this alerted here. Pull back in bull context. 1 minute. So we'll see what it wants to do. So what I'd like to see is this for it to drop a little bit more and then come back up. But this thing is just going to 693. Yeah. Okay, well, I am going to go ahead and pause. There's quite a bit of interesting things out there, but right now just keep an eye on Tesla and almost wondering if there's a short opportunity now here at 693. Right around 693. But still a little bit too early in the morning. A little too many unknowns right now. So I'm going to pass on the 693. What's going on with RBLX here? Another pullback here. I am making alerts, which is why I'm kind of not constantly talking. If you're not familiar, I do offer a private community at claytrader.com. So that's part of what I'm doing here. Well, 693 continues to look more and more interesting here. But yeah, I don't know. Nah, probably more 692. Not going to take it on this candle. If this candle wants to stay above 692, which does not look like it wants to do, well, there we go. Nope, there it goes. Leaving without me. All right, well, Tesla's not quite behaving the way that I wanted to see it behave, but that's all right. The day is young. The market's been open for 2 minutes, so I think I'll be okay. But I'll go ahead and pause, and I'll see what else is out there. And this is exactly why I did not want to make any moves on Tesla, why I didn't feel comfortable with it. Not that I knew that was going to happen, and nobody knows anything, but it just wasn't quite right, and what I was wanting to avoid was something exactly like that. So sometimes you will get left behind, and if you've watched past videos, you've seen me get left behind before on moves, but here's a situation where I actually didn't really get left behind. It looked like I was, but then all of a sudden, you can see here a very different situation. Tesla has turned around just like that. It is now approaching that $700 mark, which, could be an interesting area because this has been a very, very impressive turnaround, but almost too impressive of a turnaround where now I got to wonder, is it, gone too far up too fast? But just a quick little update there on, sometimes, yes, you'll absolutely be left behind in trades, but sometimes you'll have trades where it looks like you might be left behind, but then all of a sudden you can sit there and be like, wow, I just avoided, what would have been a losing trade. So just a little example on that, but I'm going to keep on looking around, see what else is out there. All right, and just like that, Tesla has rolled right back over. So exactly why I was not looking to buy, because I felt like it went up too far too fast. And now I'm watching 690, but I'd like to see this go green first. Show me a little green here. Show me a little green. Good. And now come down to 690. So I will take 690 here. Very good. Very nice. If 690 comes back into play, that is. But as of right now, it's hanging up there. Let's see what it wants to do. $6.88. I would love to see this go green a little bit again. It's approaching 690. Great, and I just got a customer service thing. 690 in. Well, I got a port. There we go. All out there for nice $318 in a matter of seconds as a customer service ticket came in. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and pause and deal with this customer service ticket. All right, I am back, and it's been dealt with. I think could be. So for those of you that are wondering, I think sometimes people think this is like some sort of massive operation, claytrader.com, but no, it's just me and one other person. So yeah, I do customer service tickets. I am one of the people that manually manage the live chat on the site, although we are thinking about maybe just getting rid of it. But as right now, there's a live chat. And yeah, I do manage it. And usually I'll put myself as away when when the market opens up, but totally forgot. Then had and I don't know if the mic picked it up or not, but if you heard like a ding type sound, that was it. All right, well there we go, $300 on the Tesla trade there. Behaved. Now that one behaved like I wanted to see it behave. I took the trade and I walked away with the nice little scalp there. And I'm going to keep on watching it. But there we go. Very happy with that. 10 minutes in, up $318. And I even helped out a potential customer. All right, I am looking to try to go long here on Tesla down at 682. So still has a ways to go. And it's all about, this level right here, this 686, which could be another shorting area. But I'm not quite sure I trust that as much as I did the original one. But if it does break down, then yeah, like I said, I'd like to see it get moving quite a bit. Film me, and then I'd try to play a little micro bounce there. But again, I was thinking out, and I still am thinking, maybe do I want to try to take this short? And again, for those of you that are beginners, short meaning making money when prices go down. So that's how I made money on my first Tesla trade. I shorted the stock, meaning I wanted to see Tesla go down, and because it did go down, I made money. So I'm wondering about this area right now. It is setting up another interesting little formation here, but GME. Ooh, looking rough. GME kind of scares me though. I don't have any problem admitting that. That thing can make you rich. It can make you poor. Tesla. Ooh, that setup is looking better and better. But I think I'm going to look for a breakdown of it and then try to play the micro bounce. Because I'm thinking if it does break down, then there's a good chance it will break down, but maybe have some sort of quicker bounce to the upside. So if it does break, and there is the break, now it's just a question of will it break down enough to where I want to see it go, which is at 682. And not really. I'm not going to give up on it quite yet, but in hindsight, I suppose I should have shorted it. I could have gotten $1 scalp there. But hey, welcome to the wonderful world of hindsight. But yeah, that just kind of a weak breakdown, and now it's bouncing back up. So got that one wrong in the sense of if there was a breakdown, maybe coming down enough to fill me. So it broke down, just not enough. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that out. And all right, let's see what else I can find. All right, I'm going to be looking to get short here at 687, risking $150. That way, if I'm wrong, hey, I'm still walking away with $150. Oh no, I didn't click the right thing. 687. Shoot, did I just miss it? Let's see. Well, maybe I lucked out there. What is that high? High of 689. So yeah, 690. So 687, 150. Again, the reason why I'm reducing position size now is I want to make sure that I have a green day. So if I'm wrong here and that means I lose $150, well, I'd still be up $150, which I'd be fine with. I mean, if I'm making $150 and let's call it 30 minutes, I'm not sure of many places in the world where you can make $150 in 30 minutes. Although right now, like I said, maybe I lucked out a little bit here, or maybe I can get a different type trade plan here. What is that low? 688. What is that up there? 692. No, so I'd still need that a little bit higher. Well, there I did. I lucked out there because that would have been, yeah, it only went down. Yeah, that would have been a losing trade. So, hey, you know what? Sometimes those mishaps can cost you money, and they've cost me money. And you've seen, for those of you longtime viewers, you've seen times where they've cost me money. But here in this situation, it actually worked out. So I could do 689. Yeah, 689, 692. That's still $150 at 689 though. But if it gets, and I'm talking to myself right now, 689. Yeah. Assuming 689 comes into play here. Well, I might just have to give up on Tesla because this thing might just be wanting to start to head back upwards or just start to chop around now. But all right, I'm going to go ahead and pause. All right, getting short here at 691.25. Looking for more to the downside. If it does come up over 693, then I need to be out. Which will still keep me in, will still keep me in the green. Not looking good though. Got to get out. So there we go. Up 235. Didn't get that one right. I was looking for it to break down at that point. And if it didn't break down and started to show me really any signs of life at all, I needed to get out. And it still very well could come back down, but that wasn't the play. The play wasn't to give it a bunch of wiggle room, to have it be able to come up here, because that could have wiped away everything. My thought was, I think it wants to go at that point. And I was wrong, because there it is. Now it is actually starting to break down, but my timing was off. So hey, welcome to the challenging world of trading. You can be right. I was right. I thought Tesla wanted to push down further, but I still lost money on it. So how can you lose money being right on something? Well, because if your timing's off just by a little bit, then that's what can happen. So again, I wanted to see it break down at that point, at that exact moment. That's when I thought it would, and then it started to show me those signs of life. And just because I needed to protect those gains, I had to just get out. But it is what it is. So that's how it plays out sometimes, and that is why trading is hard. Because yeah, you know what? I was right. You can be right. You can say, I think this stock is going to do this, and this can happen, but you can still lose money on it. And that's just because timing is very, very important. But you got to just manage that risk, and you got to realize that. And at that point in time, at that exact point in time, for all I knew was that I was wrong, faulty breakdown, and this thing was getting ready to, do something back up to the upside, which could have, very well wiped out my gains for the day, which, as I told you earlier, I was not willing to do. Now, yes, of course, with hindsight in our favor, you can sit here in the comment section. I can sit here in my own comment section in my mind and be like, oh, you are not good. Like, what are you doing? Well, and that's just how it goes sometimes. So, I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. And in a weird, twisted kind of way, I really kind of like what happened there, because it does such a good example of how you can be right, but still lose money on something, because you got to get the timing right also. So being right is a whole lot more than throwing out some sort of, just broad statement. Well, I think Tesla's about to go down. Okay, but how are you going to actually implement and make money from that? And assuming you actually care about risk management and risk control, that's a lot easier said than done. So not even quite 10 o'clock yet, so still a few more minutes. So maybe I'll try to find one more trade out there. Maybe even take one more thing on Tesla. I still got a little bit of wiggle room here where I can still, close green on the day. But I'm also got to be careful. I don't want to just go and revenge trade Tesla for the sake of doing it. But let me take a look around and see what else I can find. Okay, watching 688 here. In at 688.16. Want to see this thing down to at least 687, and ideally below there. There we go. Okay, got out half there. Oh, wow. It was close for a second. Now it's not even... I guess that's just Tesla there for you, though, huh? Goodness, I can't even get out hitting the offer. There we go. All right, got a little bit there. Just 50 shares on the scalp there. I guess not even $50 technically because I didn't get... I thought I was getting way down. I thought I was getting 25 shares out down at 686, but that didn't happen as you saw there. But so not quite as much as what I was thinking I was getting, but definitely was worth the risk reward because if I was wrong on that one, still would have been green. But on that one, I happen to be right. So I'm walking away with a little bit more money. So back up to 289. Thought I'd be up over 300 after that. But again, like I said, was going for another allotment down there. Yeah, it did get down below 686. I just wasn't fast enough on the trigger there. But yeah, so I'll take it. And maybe I'll try to find one more trade, but maybe I'll just call it good too. I guess we kind of have a theme. Why trading's not as easy as you think. Because think about it. The price actually went down below 686 where I was thinking, yeah, I wanted to get out. But I didn't actually get out at 686. So just because the chart says the price did something, you got to remember, that doesn't mean that your orders are actually going to fulfill magically like you think they are. Which is why paper trading can always be a little deceiving because if paper trading just assumes that you're able to get out at certain levels where you think you should be able to get out, I'm not going to say that paper trading has zero value because that would be, blatantly false, but it's just one of those things that, doesn't necessarily always translate over accurately because here I was thinking, yeah, you know what? Okay, good. I got a good $2 move in my favor. Fantastic. Let me take those 25 off. Oh, wait, I missed it. And then I ended up getting out for actually more than what I got out for my originals, which were at 687. So just classic example there. All right, have an order at 677.50. So looking for the break of 680, and then it needs to move relatively quickly down to me. But 677.50 is what I'm looking for here. Though it's looking like it might just bounce off of that 50-period moving average. I'll give it a few more moments. Nope, holding up pretty strong there, but there we go. Now we're getting some movement. Is it going to be enough, though, is the question. Moved it down to 677. Just need it to go down a little bit more. How low did it actually go there? Yeah, 677.75, so I would have never been filled anyways. Would have been within 20-ish cents, which is actually pretty close on Tesla, but still not enough. Okay, there we go. Nope, again. All right, I don't like how it's hovering. So this will be my last attempted entry point, 675 here. It's bouncing it off that pink line there. How low did that move actually go? Yeah, 677.18. So even that, I still wouldn't have been filled. But I would like to see just one more plunge to the downside. So I will go ahead and pause because I highly doubt it actually happens. So I'm not going to make you sit here and watch for something that probably doesn't happen. So I'll just go ahead and pause. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Nothing did come about from Tesla. Started to bounce back upwards, so it is what it is. But there we go. There's, like I said, why is trading hard? Well, you saw several different examples of that. Not in theory. I mean, this not pre-scripted, right? This is all because this is live. Let me make sure I'm recording. Yeah, I mean, you saw exact examples of it. So not even quite an hour yet, but we'll just call it 10:30. So an hour, $289 with commissions. Let's call it $275, $280. But I'll take it. I'm not sure of many places in the world where you can make $275 for 1 hour working at home in your bathrobe, pressing buttons online. So I am more than happy with that, and I'm just going to go ahead and call it good. But again, just realize trading is great. Trading is awesome. Trading can be super profitable. Right here, $275 in 1 hour. But it's not quite as easy what I think some people may make you believe it is. So it's not impossible, but it's a little bit more challenging than just saying, hey, I think stock is going to go down and I'm going to be able to sell at all those places. And then, oh, there we go. As you saw, there's a little bit more to it that goes into it than what maybe some make you lead to believe. But hopefully you found it helpful. Hopefully maybe not one of the more entertaining videos. I know I've had videos where I make a whole lot more than that, but like I said, that's just the reality of the situation. Before I go though, a couple of quick things here. If you do enjoy these live videos, because they are live, they are a challenge to make because there's a lot going on my end. I have to talk to you. I have to think for myself. I have to think about what I'm going to alert in the room. I have to actually make those alerts in the room. I have to manage my own trades while I talk to you. So they are a hassle, but they're a hassle that is possible. I just want to make sure that in the spirit of, guarding my time, protecting my time, that it's worth my time. So if it is worth my time, if you do enjoy these videos and would like for me to keep making them, 2 things you can do. Hit the like button, leave a simple comment. The comment could be a rocket emoji, a unicorn emoji. It could be a ice cream cone emoji. I don't care. Just emoji and hitting the like button communicates to me, hey, yeah, Clay, these are worth your time. Please keep making them. And as long as I know that there's interest, I will keep making these videos. So that's all I have. Also, just check out the channel as a whole. If you like what you see, I would love to have you as a subscriber. But yeah, first, just like what you see. I can't stand when people are like, hey, like my channel. And it's like 2 seconds into their video. And it's like, well, why would somebody subscribe to your channel? They don't even know anything about it. But at this point, if you like this video, check out some other videos. If you like what you see, yeah, then I'd love to have you as a subscriber. But if nothing else, and if you want me to keep making these videos because you enjoy them, hit the like button, leave a very basic comment, simple as an emoji. So thank you for hanging out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only 1 losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.